In recent months, a popular farming couple hinted at an important announcement that had been months in the making. To the casual observer, the news appeared aligned with their ongoing agricultural pursuits, promising another milestone in their digital storytelling journey. Yet careful viewers noticed subtle changes in their presentation. Smiles seemed a touch tighter, conversations a touch more measured, and quiet pauses lingered longer than before. In the era of online transparency, even minor shifts invite speculation. Observers dissect every clip, post, and caption for hidden meaning. What once seemed like effortless enthusiasm now carries a degree of self-awareness that audiences interpret as tension. The digital space magnifies small signs into large questions, transforming private life into public conjecture. In this environment, curiosity spreads rapidly, often leaving rumor to fill the spaces where clarity has yet to arrive. The idealized farming partnership. On the surface, the couple represents a modern vision of agricultural life. One partner is a fifth-generation farmer, blending traditional fieldwork with compelling digital storytelling. The other complements this by sharing the same love for land, machinery, and rural life, creating a sense of grounded teamwork. Together, they have built more than crops. They have cultivated a brand that resonates with authenticity, work ethic, and shared values. Their wedding was widely celebrated as a natural extension of this story, cementing the image of a seamless partnership. Fans admired the balance of ambition, romance, and rural values, believing their journey demonstrated that love, labor, and purpose can coexist harmoniously. The narrative they presented aligned with modern aspirations, a life rooted in tradition while embracing innovation. To many, they were the embodiment of the perfect rural couple, bridging reality and digital storytelling. Subtle signs of change. Over time, observant followers began noticing nuances in the couple's content. One partner appeared less frequently in videos and, when present, displayed a more reserved demeanor. The other often filmed solo, maintaining professionalism, but with a quieter energy than usual. Social media audiences are highly attuned to patterns, and even small departures are cataloged as potential indicators of change. In public relationships, such adjustments invite speculation. When consistency falters, fans begin to read into body language, frequency of appearances, and subtle tonal shifts. A smile that feels slightly forced, a glance that lingers, or even a missing social media post can be interpreted as evidence of hidden tension. While these changes may be entirely normal, online communities thrive on decoding what might otherwise be mundane, transforming minor differences into significant narrative developments. Symbolism in everyday choices. One detail that drew particular attention was the absence of a wedding ring in multiple appearances. While practical explanations exist, heavy machinery and farm work often make rings unsafe. Viewers often interpret visual cues symbolically. Online, perception frequently outweighs practicality. A missing ring was rapidly construed as a sign of marital strain, and theories began to proliferate. Even if the removal was temporary, the audience interpreted it as intentional or meaningful. Once a symbolic interpretation takes hold, subsequent appearances without the ring reinforce suspicion. The simplicity of this choice, intended for safety or comfort, became a catalyst for speculation. What may have been a functional decision was transformed into a visual shorthand for conflict, demonstrating how online audiences often conflate small details with larger narratives, especially when curiosity is already heightened. Health concerns. as a theory. As rumors circulated, speculation shifted from relationship concerns to health-related fears. Observers noticed a quieter presence in one partner and interpreted this as a possible indication of illness. Terms like cancer began appearing online, often accompanied by heartfelt messages and prayers. The narrative of a private medical struggle resonates emotionally because it provides a comprehensible explanation for withdrawal or distraction. Illness narratives are widely recognized and socially compelling, prompting empathy and support. Yet no official confirmation existed, creating a space where conjecture thrives. The absence of factual verification allowed speculation to flourish, demonstrating how audiences often seek emotionally coherent explanations when confronted with ambiguous signals. The allure of a tragic but understandable story underscores the human tendency to fill gaps with scenarios that resonate psychologically, regardless of their accuracy. Hidden burdens and private history. Another possible explanation considered by observers is the influence of personal history. Every individual carries experiences and regrets that predate their public persona. Past challenges, mistakes, or unresolved personal matters can manifest in withdrawal, guarded behavior, or a heightened need for privacy. While there is no evidence supporting dramatic claims, the concept of hidden emotional burdens appeals to audiences looking for complexity. Human behavior is shaped by accumulated stress and past experiences, often in ways invisible to outsiders. What appears as scandal or tension may be nothing more than the ordinary pressures of adulthood, combined with public scrutiny. When life is under constant observation, even minor signs of reflection or introspection can be misinterpreted as evidence of dramatic upheaval, reinforcing the gap between perception and reality. Balancing image and privacy. The visible partner occupies a delicate position between public expectation and private life, protecting personal relationships, family, and operational responsibilities while sustaining a public platform is inherently challenging. Choosing discretion over disclosure may be a necessary boundary, not an indicator of crisis. Actions such as adjusting content strategy, limiting appearances, or temporarily removing symbolic items can be motivated by safety, practicality, or privacy, rather than interpersonal conflict. Public life amplifies every choice, with small decisions interpreted as significant statements. The tension between maintaining authenticity and managing boundaries can itself become a source of pressure, demonstrating that the challenge lies not in hidden scandal, but in negotiating the demands of life in the public eye while safeguarding personal well-being and relationships. Embracing complexity over drama, rather than viewing subtle changes as evidence of catastrophic events, it is more constructive to consider them as markers of transition. Couples grow, careers evolve, and responsibilities multiply. Temporary distance on camera does not equate to permanent estrangement. Fatigue does not signify illness, nor does a missing ring signal separation. Digital storytelling compresses life into snapshots, often omitting context that explains behavior. Accepting the complexity behind appearances encourages patience and understanding. Observers can choose to interpret minor shifts as natural rather than scandalous, recognizing that the realities of work, relationships, and personal development are multifaceted. By framing observations within the broader context of life's pressures, viewers foster a narrative rooted in reality rather than rumor, cultivating empathy alongside engagement. Communication is the key. If any strain exists, resolution relies on private communication rather than public explanation. Honest dialogue addresses fears related to past choices, current stressors, and future uncertainties. Social media cannot resolve personal challenges. Only intentional conversation and mutual understanding can. Past resilience demonstrates the couple's capacity to navigate demanding seasons successfully. Public silence may reflect intentional privacy, creating a buffer from external pressures while decisions are made. Strength and stability are forged behind the camera, not dictated by online perception. Observers often mistake absence of information for evidence of decline, yet real resilience is built in the quiet, often unseen spaces where choices, compromise, and support sustain relationships. Protecting this privacy ensures that internal growth and resolution remain undistorted by external speculation. Conclusion: respecting privacy and reality. The surrounding speculation reflects the tension between public visibility and private life. Online audiences gravitate toward dramatic explanations because they are engaging and simple to share. In contrast, the truth is often quieter. Evolving priorities, operational stress, personal growth, or temporary fatigue. Life under scrutiny is complex, and apparent distance may have practical, emotional, or professional explanations unrelated to scandal. Recognizing the human element behind the online persona encourages patience, empathy, and restraint. Resilience, whether in relationships or farming, depends on steady care, consistent effort, and time. Instead of contributing to rumor, observers can honor the privacy of individuals while appreciating the challenges of navigating life and partnership under constant attention. The story remains theirs, shaped by choice, context, and reality, rather than conjecture.